When it comes down to taking a knee, Donald Trump really should have just left well enough alone. He needs to do his job as the president and stop worrying about the NFL. The NFL should not be the most important thing on this president's mind when there's so much turbulence and problems going on in the world, problems going on in America with the opioid situation and immigration, and a whole host of things are going on. And no president should be worried about sports and entertainment over what's going on in his country. The problem with Trump is he won't sit his ass down and do his job. He wants to do everything but his job. But let me go ahead and play this video from Press TV. Trump reopened feud over anthem protest.
Now, the U.S. president has escalated a feud with the American Football League after most of Philadelphia Eagle team members refused to attend a White House event. Take a look.
I want to take this opportunity to explain why young Americans stand for our national anthem. Maybe it's about time that we understood. We stand to honor our military and to honor our country and to remember the fallen heroes.
Donald Trump said standing for the national anthem is a sign of respect for the American people and Constitution. Trump has tangled with National Football League players over the past year for kneeling during the national anthem to protest racial bias and police brutality in the U.S. None of the Eagles players knelt during the playing of the anthem this year, but Trump brought up the past protests when he canceled the team's invitation on Monday after only a handful of the players said they would attend a White House event to celebrate the Super Bowl victory. Joining us via Skype from Tampa is Life Malcolm. He's with the Black People's Advancement and Defense Organization. Many thanks for joining us here on Press TV, Mr. Malcolm. Now, does the White House right now have a racism problem?
On Press TV, I'm sure that they do, but it's not something that has recently emerged since African people and Mexican people came to this country. The racism problem has existed. I mean, it existed for Native Americans when white people came to this country. So it's not something that has just emerged with Donald Trump, and it's definitely still in strong and staunch existence today.
Right, but the usual PR front that the White House would put up to appear neutral or not racist has been taken away now that Trump's in office now, isn't it?
Oh, I agree 100%. Donald John Trump has made a spectacle of this historic thing that we refer to as racism in this country. And it's a good thing because the dividing line that Donald John Trump is drawing in the proverbial sand is making it clear that this problem does indeed exist and forcing people to choose sides. And we see that one representation of that is the so-called kneeling protest in the National Football League.
So you're saying when Trump brings up these kneeling protests during the national anthem, he is basically fueling a conversation when it comes to America's racist past?
Absolutely, and I'm happy to see it. The thing is, the Constitution of this country has not been respectable to many African people, indigenous people, and other poor people, brown people in this country. It has not respected us, and more every day, we're finding less and less respect for it. When we see African people being gunned down by the police in state-sanctioned murders almost 2 or 3 times a week in this country right now in 2018, that's nothing that can be respected. So people who are choosing to stand on the right side of history by standing with oppressed people through this kneeling protest, are being forced to make this choice, and I think that they're making the right one.
Okay, let's leave it there for now. That's Life Malcolm with the Black People's Advancement and Defense Organization joining us via Skype from Tampa. Mr. Malcolm, thank you very much indeed for your comments here on Press TV.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you know what to do. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell. And if you can support my channel, please do. And I will see you on the next video. Peace, family.